over the edge. Feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Well, hey folks, welcome back. This is Chris live in Central Pennsylvania. How's it going? More URC action today. Yes, that's right. We got that coming up in just a couple moments. First out of the gate, it's the Stormers and Stade Rochelias. This game being played in Port Elizabeth, so a home game, I guess, for the Stormers, but if you want to call it that. All right, so they're not in Europe, they're in South Africa, so let's get to the lineups here. Got those here. Just a second. Just trying to rush to get up on time here. That is not the game I'm looking for. There we go, Stormers and Stade Rochelias. There we go. La Rochelle. Okay. Right. Okay, my game just came up. That's some good news there. Luke Pierce, the official, and they're about ready to get started, even though it's just now 8 o'clock. Let me make sure I got all the sound in the right place, and we're going to get started here in just a moment. They're on the pitch already. So for the Stormers, it's Wargelant. At fullback, Dylan Mart, Ruan Nell, Jonathan Roach in the center. But Roach is out, so I'm not sure who's filling that position. They didn't show me yet. And then Leyland Zas, Sasha Feinberg, Ngumzulu, Kobus Reinach, Evan Roos, Ben Jason Dixon, Paul de There's lots of Springboks here. J.D. Schickerling, Salma Morat, Neithling Fouché, Andre Ugo Fenta, and Nutuku Kunu. J.J. Kota, Ali Kebel, Sazi Sandi, Connor Evans, Ruan Ackerman, Marcel Tennyson, Imad Khan, and Juan Silly Simali off the bench. Let's see who replaced Jonathan Roach. And we're underway. Ball bounced inside of 22. The Stormers tried to chase it down. We're just underway here, moments into the game. La Rochelle with the initial possession. They're into a ruck. They formed a ruck. They're going to try to kick this out. Apparently this is not their A team, so Stormers should be able to clean up. All the way back to the 6-meter line. Luke Pierce is the official on the pitch. Carl Dixon and Joe James. Here's a kick from the fly half. 19-year-old into touch. So it'll be a Stormers ball. Pretty good position, about 38 meters out. And that's Diego Jurid. Is that who that is? Yeah, Diego Jurid. 19-year-old fly half playing for them. Looks like a small crowd present in PE. Very small crowd. Scattered throughout the stadium. I know Hugo Fenta throws it in. Line out successful. Here comes Stormers. Loaded with Springbok talent. Coming to the outside, coming Stormers inside the 22. Ball's picked up by Reinach. Evan Ruiz gets it back to Paul de Villiers. De Villiers does a spin move. He's tackled about 17 meters out. Kobus Reinach looks inside, goes outside, goes inside. Is that Roach? I thought he wasn't in the game. Oh, nice. Back to inside. Good stuff by the Stormers. They kick it to the corner. Who's going to get there? La Rochelle gets there. Shame. It was a nice idea, but wasn't the best bounce. So the Stormers wind up having La Rochelle having a goal line drop kick. 150 into the game. Early days. So the ball's going to go out to about 35 meters. Stormers take it, send it back into the middle, and that is Roche. Yeah, so Roche is playing. I saw that he was injured. Apparently he's good to go today. Stormers playing advantage from outside of 22. They go wide. There's Sasha, kicks it to the corner. It's going to hold up. They're going to get it. Dylan Mart with the try. Stormers off to a good start. 2:20. Dylan Mart in the corner. Sasha with a brilliant kick to the try line. And the Stormers are up at 2:20. Dylan Mart is on the board. Just like that, folks. Love it, I love it, I love it. Bring the Storm. Try. That was brilliant. Nice job picking up and securing the ball. Very good start for the Stormers. Sasha Famber Ungunzu will line up the kick for the conversion. His first of the match. Just like that, we're off to a brilliant start. Let's see how the kick looks. Going to go wide left. Good start for the Stormers. Here's the restart. Jute gets us underway, and it's 5-0. Stormers out in front. Call to use it already. Cobus Reinach has to get that thing out of there quickly. Luke Pierce is in a hurry. Cobus Reinach sends this ball high into the air. It's going to go to about taken on the air by Dylan Mart. Oh, what a great start to the game for him. Reinach digs it out, sends it back to the center. Sasha's got it. He's going to kick it to the wing, but that's... Oh! It's going to bounce. Great job there by Leyland Zas picking up the ball. He had to stop. Going forward, down to about 26 meters. Evan Ruiz. Ruiz inside the 22, carrying 4 Rochelias players with him. Reinach inside the 22. Advantage for the Stormers. I think offside. Back to the middle. Sasha kicks to the wing again, but there's a Rochelias player over there. Can't quite get to. They were playing advantage, though, so they're going to come back. Wow. Good idea, but a little too much on that one. Whew, boy, this is wall-to-wall action so far. Oh, the sound is off. Sorry. Must have knocked the sound off again. So I got it. Sorry about that. For Stade Rochelet, Nathan. So the Stormers picked up a penalty. They kicked it to the corner. 5:21 into the contest, leading 5-0. And this looks like the Stormers could have a good day here. Here comes the line at about 11 meters, 12 meters out. They go deep with it, and they overshoot it in the mark. It gets knocked backwards. It's knocked back again. Stormers manage to get it, but they lose a lot of space all the way back to the 18-meter line. Salman Morat falls forward. Ball's picked up. Nice pass there. Oh, and are they not offside? My goodness, they're making tackles before the ball's even passed. Players haven't got the ball yet. So the Stormers got space. Sasha looks for it, can't quite get through, and they knock it on. So Stormers aren't on defense. They better adjust very quickly here. Now, Stade Rochelet with an advantage now, but it's charged down by Evan Ruiz. Shame, because they lose the ball. I think they're going to be... So, Salman Morat is the captain. He said something to Luke Pierce, and Luke Pierce said, let's turn it down a little bit. I mean, he's allowed to talk to you. He's the captain. What's the problem there, Luke Pierce? I can hear his microphone. I didn't hear anything from Salman Morat. See, this disrespect played to South African players, you know. He's the captain. He approached the official, and he's like, let's turn it down a little bit. I didn't even hear his voice. If he'd have been loud and disrespectful or insulting, we would have heard it on the microphone. That's disappointing, once again. Same thing happens to Sia Khaleesi when he's the captain, a lot of times by officials. They don't show the respect to the captain. They demand respect, but they don't show the respect to the captains of the teams. It's just... I'm really getting tired of that. So it's almost identical, 909 kgs to 910. Stormers 1 kg advantage here. Bind. Set. First scrum of the game from a knock-on. And the Stormers blow them up, and they steal the ball. They've got it. Cobus Reinach goes wide, the outside. Ooh, hit high. Rowan Nell was hit very high. Sasha with the ball now. He throws it on the wing. Leyland Zas in the corner, and he's going to run around and touch it down. Leyland Zas. Try. He's had a long drought. $7.30, a try. Zas tried to get in close to the post to make this a bit easier kick for his teammate. Nice stiff arm by Zas, too, to stop the tackler from taking him down. There's a good start here for the Stormers. Here's the kick, and that's going to be wide right. Missed them both. Oh, I see we were into the Monty Lubbock mode here, Ari. Monty Lubbock. 10-0. Yep. All right, so 2 tries from the Stormers, halfway to that bonus point. Here's a kick inside the 22. Stormers will take this ball. Dylan Mart again. Dances, goes wide. Oh, the ball's hit, and it bounces off of one of the Rochelias players. Would have been a forward pass, I think. So, advantage knock on. So, we're going to get a scrum now. He says he's going to check for deliberate. I don't think it was deliberate. It looked like it bounced off a... I didn't even know it went off a hand. It looked like it went off a boot. I don't think... Boy, they're right in the shadows. So, the shadows are crept in at about 10% of the pitch on the near side of the field. Oh, I need to get that up. Sorry. Forgot to get that up. So Rochelias from the left. There we go. Rochelias on the left. Stormers on the right. All right. So we got that up on the screen. Yeah, I hope. I think they might be the only South Island team this weekend, but I hope not. So the clock has stopped at 9:37. I don't know if they're looking. I guess they're looking TMO. I'm not sure. Crowd is sparse, spread all over the stadium, little patches of people. Looks like more people are coming in, though. Maybe they're getting drinks. Must be an event going on in Cape Town. That's why they're here this weekend. If they had kept Newlands functional instead of using it for dirty money, and an advantage for the Stormers. That was quick. If they kept Newlands operational, they could play at Newlands on games like this. So Nathan Bollinger, the fullback for La Rochelle. Solasi Vunavalo on the right wing. Adrian Segord Simili Danuvuki in the center. Juane Bosmorin on the left wing. Good Lord. Diego Jurd is the fly half, the young 19-year-old. Nolhan Kulad is the scrum half. Lucas Adresasamachi is the captain. Kirill Frank, Charles Samba, Kane Douglas, Alton Dilleon, Carl Storlin, Quentin Lipiskak, and Raider. I can't even say these. Raider Wardy. Just going to call their numbers out. Line out this time stolen by La Rochelle. So the Stormers now. It's the first. Oh, is that poached? No. Look, it was going to be Jackal there. La Rochelle out wide now. They have the ball. This is the first attacking effort here. Nice pass back inside, but Ruan Nell is there for the tackle. Stormers have won it on the ground. Great work at the breakdown. They've taken away. Oh, it's a knock-on. Okay. So they have a knock-on advantage at midfield. Stormers with the ball. Advantage over. That's like 3 seconds. It didn't advance anywhere. Oh, man. And Rochelle picks up the ball, the fly half. And Sasha picks it up on the loose. There he goes, right down the middle. He throws it back behind his back. Is it DeVilliers? Who's got it? I'll offload to Ben Jason Dixon at 11:33. And it's another try for the Stormers. And this will be an easy conversion. Ben Jason Dixon. All got started by Sasha, who saw the ball laying on a pitch and kicked it. Wow. First try ever in a Champions Cup for Ben Jason Dixon. Whew, man, that was something else. La Rochelle looks greatly outmatched here. Ben Jason Dixon at 11:33. Oh, we might have this overturned. Hang on. They think he's in touch. In touch? This must have been the start of it. I can't play the referees. Luke Pierce trying to pretend he can speak French. No try. They were in touch. Okay, so it was in touch. No try. No try. Where's he in touch? Where's he in touch? There's nobody in touch. There's nobody in touch here. What are they talking about? It's 5 meters in. Okay, wait, here it is. Yeah, there it is. He's in touch. Ruiz's boot was in touch. Yeah, okay. That's clearly touch. Yep, no try. That was a long time ago. They should have caught that sooner. Long time. They should have caught it long before that. Oh, my goodness. It was a long time ago. Long day for rugby today, folks. 12 minutes into the contest. Stormers lead 10-0. A try was just overturned. It's the right call. Evan Ruiz's boot was in touch. Crouch. Bind. Set. And they collapse. Stormers don't get a penalty this time. Now they have the advantage finally. Reinach digs it out. Over the middle. Oh, it was left up hanging. Oh, it's left on the pitch. And Sasha knocks it on. Good effort, but he couldn't quite get to it. So it's a penalty. Yeah. So Stormers will kick for the corner. Oh, stop with your torturous French. These guys, these English officials, just can't speak French or beans, think they sound special. Cobus Reinach's just been warned about how he puts the ball into the scrum, but everybody puts it in that way. He says you throw it in straight. I've never seen any scrum half throw the ball in straight into the scrum. That's weird. Ball's kicked in the corner. Sasha kicks it down there. Okay. So they've already been penalized twice on the scrum, have Rochelias. Game today is at PE, folks. Line out success. The Stormers drive it hard and across they go. Paul de Villiers. Wow, what a carry. Paul de Villiers, 13:33. That maul was about the 18-meter line. De Villiers drove the last 12 meters on his own and gets a try. Should be an easy conversion this time. My goodness, this could be a fun day for our Stormers fans. Whew. We got to hold on. What? Necessary for review. Wait here. J.D. Schickling in front of the ball carrier. Can't see it there. He's behind him there. Oh, the player stopped. Oh, come on. Yeah, neither can I. No, not there. Not yet. It's coming here, though. The player's held up. That's why they're ahead of him. Schickling is ahead of him, but it's because player was held up. That's going to be bullshit. The player was held up by the defender. I disagree. They're going to overturn this try too. Get the timing cleaner. The reason the guy's in front of him is because the guy held him, a tackler held him. Are we all just supposed to stop on the field and wait while he tries to tackle him? That's a crock. That's a crock. I'm sorry. That's a rugby play, real time. You know, the player was in front of his own teammates, and then he was grabbed from behind and held. And, you know, he kept going. He fought through the tackle. That's just crap. Are they supposed to stop and stand around? It's bullshit. How can you play the game like this? Unbelievable. Okay. Rochelias with the ball now. They throw it in. They've got it about their own 30-meter tackle missed by the Stormers. Oh, ball's knocked on. It's going to be knocked on by the Stormers. I think Rowan Nell almost had his hands on it. Scrum to La Rochelle. You think they're going to get 38? All right, here we go. Scrum. 15-25 in the contest. Stormers lead 10-0. 2 tries already overturned. First one was legit. I don't agree with the second one. Crouch. Fine. Set. This time it's holding up. Now the Stormers now got him back. Going to reset it. This French is becoming annoying. So the Stormers weren't patient enough. Dude, they didn't move till you said engage. What do you mean not patient enough? They supposed to wait till they're hit? No, the scrum have held on to the ball. So they're supposed to wait till he decides to throw it in? I don't understand these calls by Pierce here early in this game. That's not right. PE. Behind. Set. Stormers driving backwards again. And no penalty called against Rochelias, even though they buckled. They get the ball out wide on the wing, and there they go down the sideline. Oh, and there's a tackle from behind. Rowan Nell gets him. Just short of midfield. Rochelias now trying to work the ball across the center of the pitch. Low pass. Good job holding on to that. Counter ruck coming, but the Stormers back off. Rochelias' first real possession of any moments here, more than 10. Oh, nice break there. They got a line break. Down the field. There's obstruction right there on Rochelias, blocking Leyland Zotz from getting to the ball. Well done. Stolen by the Stormers. Kicked down the pitch by Kobus Reinach. It goes into touch. It's well done by Stormers. So La Rochelle's first real offensive threat goes to naught at 17:32. That was Vunivalu who picked up all that space. And his team turns it over. And it's quickly jackled by the Stormers. And Reinach kicks it in touch. So Stade Rochelias will have another line out, but from their 25-meter line. Is there a player down? 17:49. Water comes out on the pitch. It is summertime in South Africa. Perhaps it's a bit warm. That's Vunivalu, the ball carrier's down there. Mess around with his right knee. He played for Australia in the 2023 World Cup in France. Thought that name looked familiar. Hey, Rena, how's it going? Yeah, Luke Pierce is a very experienced referee. But I'm curious about some calls here. I don't see how his knee got hurt. There's nothing but pressure on it. Nobody touched it. Maybe it's just a cramp. If anything, he got hit in the face by his own players. His knee caught him in the face. That's not what he's getting treatment for. Still treating him now. Clock stopped at 17:49. Looks like he might have to go out of the game. Yeah, oh my, he's limping. He's out. My goodness. My goodness, he's out of the game. Wow. Dylan Letts is coming into the game, former Western Province Stormers player. Wow. So that was quick. So he's limping off. Sorry to see that happen. I don't see how he got hurt. Line out successful. They go short. No challenge by the Stormers at the 22. Big tackle right there in front of the 22 by the Stormers. And a penalty for not rolling away. It's not a surprise, though, as I see they get up and they've got their knees spread and legs over Paul de Villiers. There's no way he could possibly roll away. Again, these are stupid penalties when the team will not let a player try to extricate himself. So there's a kick. It's going to be short of midfield, about 48 meters. Oh, he got hit on the knee by de Villiers on the tackle. Maybe that's what it was. But that was earlier. That wasn't the same play. So I'm not really sure why Vunivalu went out. Welcome to everybody that's here. Appreciate you being here for this EPCR Champions Cup. That's not straight. Rochelias gets away with one that bounced on turf, picked up by Schickling. And they're going to say that Stormers were touched the player in the air. Well, the ball wasn't straight. It was challenged, so it should be Stormers' ball. Oh, give me a break. Give me a break. They're saying the Stormers touched the player in the air, but it's not germane. The pass wasn't straight. Ball's kicked down the pitch. About the 21-meter line, just inside the 22. Yeah, he definitely touched the player, but the ball wasn't straight. He had to reach to his inside shoulder to catch it. That's a sign the ball wasn't straight. So La Rochelle now for the deepest penetration they've had 20 minutes in the game. Carl Dixon on the sideline. Here's the throw in from the 21-meter line. Tipped in the air by Salman Morat. And then knocked on by La Rochelle. Stormers have the ball on a scrum. So 2 tries taken off the board. The first one legitimate, and I question the second one. So we had a try taken off by Paul de Villiers. It was a real brilliant try, too. So we'll have a scrum to the Stormers here. Stormers sporting their new blue and white shirts. I'm not really a fan, looking too much like Province. Once again, he's trying to regale us with his French, as Luke Pierce. Crouch. Bind. Set. Oh, that's an early engagement by the Stormers. That time they did. Yeah, definitely an early engagement. Neethling Fouché went forward too soon. Big mistake by the Stormers. Tap and go by Rochelias. And they're all the way down to 7 meters just like that. Stormers better get their act together. Ball comes out of the ruck. And captain is tackled. Anji Sazamachi. Another carry here. Tackle's made. There's an obstruction by La Rochelle. No call there. Player gets in the way. La Rochelle tries to kick it through. It goes all the way back to about 10-meter line where it's picked up by Dylan Letts. South African is tackled about 12 meters out in the middle of the pitch. They drive forward. Tackle made over there by Mkunu. Rochelias trying to find some space, getting nowhere. Salman Morat in on the tackle. Ball's dug out. They're going to go back wide and cut back to the inside that time by Danavucci. So La Rochelle not really picking up anything here. They're all the way back to about 12 meters still. Trying to go through the front row players, Sasha and Evan Ruiz there. Sasha pushed away, but Ruiz makes the tackle. They kick it up in the air, and the ball's taken and marked by Sasha Feinberg Umzulu, and that'll stop Rochelias drive. That was not a good decision, penetrating that deep, and they kick it into the air, and it wasn't near any of their own players. There's 2 Stormers could have caught that. I'm not understanding that decision. So Stormers can kick it from inside their 22 now. Free kick. Okay, so Luke Pierce goes over to talk to the other side, and then he's telling instructions to La Rochelias, and over his shoulder he's telling, let's go 10, to Sasha Feinberg-Umzula, who's waiting for him to tell him he can go. This is stupid. Ball's high into the air. It touched this fair contest. Ruiz doesn't come up with it. So the Stormers do have it now. Ball's available. And it's knocked on. What's the deal? He's saying he never released the ball. I need to see that again. I saw the ball placed clearly by Dylan Mart on the ground. So now we're getting mistakes here by the Stormers. 23 minutes in. And Rochelias, you can't let this team hang around. Even though they've got a lot of young players, you cannot let them hang around. Ball's kicked to the corner. It's not a great kick from the 22. He's only getting down to the 15-meter line. So 7-8 meter gain. Not a particularly good kick for Rochelias. Okay. He's not tackled yet. Now he's down. In slow motion, okay, I'll say that I agree with the penalty in slow motion. But real time, it didn't look like that. So good job by Luke Pierce to make that call, because I couldn't see that. He's down there a lot closer than I am. I mean, he's only 6,000 kilometers, 9,000 kilometers closer to the play than I am. Here's a line out. Successful. That's a good straight one this time. Rochelias breaks away, and who is that there? De Villiers for the tackle? No, it wasn't Paul De Villiers, somebody else. Schickerling. Oh, nice pass up the middle here. And they tried to go forward, but the Stormers' defense was stout there. Nonetheless, they're down about 10 meters now. Stormers with another tackle. They go to the outside again. Nice pass back to the scrum half. It's tipped in the air by somebody. I think it was by La Rochelle. Cobus Reinach kicks it off a player, but we had a knock-on advantage, so it's going to be a scrum to the Stormers. Get a little sloppy here now, both sides. Last 10 minutes or so. Crypto Noob, things are looking good, but when things are looking good, but they need to rack up some points here. Really need some points. When is the Colonel coming to Cape Town so we can show what a braai is? You are relatively new. I know what a braai is, but I appreciate the invite. Yeah. Have I been to Cape Town? Only about 1,000 times. We got a break here. It's a water break, 24 minutes in now. So they're going to take it. Oh, no, it's actually from Kuno. Senzo Kuno's getting some treatment on the pitch. Three-time capped Springbok. This lineup is just full of Springboks. Some of the guys, I can't remember if they're all Springboks now. Yep. Sasha, Kobus, Evan Ruiz, Ben Jason Dixon, all Salman Morat. I think Andre Hugo Ventures even got it. I think the whole front row is. Does he think Fouché got a cap too? No, pretty sure. So they're taking a break there. But welcome for being here, Teresa Nichols. Welcome to you. I hate YouTube changing these usernames. It's very hard to figure out. Nice to enjoy your Stormers team. Yeah, Nicola, thank you. I feel a little under the weather here today after yesterday's long day. Hopefully I'll just pick up the energy as the game goes on. So I'm doing my best here to keep it going. So we're now ready for the scrum. 24 minutes, 34 seconds into the contest. Stormers lead 10-0. Stormers scrum for their own 10-meter line. Crouch. Behind says Luke Pierce. Set. And that ball goes in. So Stormers driving forward. And a penalty against the Stormers. What? Somebody wasn't straight. Stormers turned the ball over 10 meters out. All right, well, scrum penalties. Go figure. 5-meter line out for La Rochelle. Here we go. La Rochelle will have a 5-meter line out here. Where is the problem here? Is it Mkunu? Looked to me like La Rochelle just buckled on the outside, but it's their ball. 5-meter line out, 25 minutes in now. Stormers are screwing around here. They had 2 tries, wiped off the board, could already had a bonus point. And now they're allowing this team to stay in the game. They're at the 5-meter line. The team captain has it. He's driving. Stormers aren't going to be able to stop him. They're close, just 2 meters out. And they're in. There it is. Who got it? It's the hooker. Wow. Let's be off. As I said, you let teams hang around. This is not good. Not good. Oh my goodness. Now I got to spell this name. Less Piaucq. 2550. Here comes the kick. Looks like it's going to go. It's close to being good. Flags are raised. Just got it through on the right side. So Stormers, after dominating the game for 25 minutes, lead by just 3 points. You see? You cannot mess around. This team is loaded with Springboks. They should be rolling right now. Disappointing here. Disappointing. Here's the restart from midfield. Goes down around the 30-meter line. It's lost forward by Rochelias. Evan Ruiz over the middle. A ball goes high into the air, and it's intercepted. Let's come back for the scrum now. It's scrum to the Stormers. Stormers, bad passes here. Uh-oh, Paul de Villiers looks like he's hurt. No, it's not de Villiers. Who is it? Schickerling? Maybe they're just stretching legs. So 5 handling errors by La Rochelle, 3 by the Stormers thus far. 28 minutes into the contest. Crowd has grown a little bit in Port Elizabeth. Charles, how's it going? So the sun has crept out to about 25% of the pitch now. Looks like, or the shade, I should say. The shade is going to work its way across the pitch. Why we have a break in the action here? Clock is stopped. I don't see anybody injured on the pitch. We keep this game moving along. All right. Restart. Here we go. Scrum to the Stormers now. 30 meters out in front of the French try line. The last couple scrums have not been very good for the Stormers after a great start to the game. I will say at the scrum that Luke Pearce has been balanced thus far, even though I didn't agree with one of his calls. He's been balanced. Crouch. Bind. This looks like it's going to be weird. Set. Ball goes in the pipe. Stormers trying to push forward. They're not getting anywhere. Now they get a step. They push. Now they go. There you go. Come on, where's the penalty? They just pushed him. There's the penalty finally. Stormers win a penalty. Sasha comes wide into the shadows. I can't see Zas. He's inside the 22, driving forward, not held in the tackle, but he stays on the ground. Kobus Ronak back to the middle. Oh, and a player hit hard and high. Oh, my goodness. We got a little anger here. Sasha not happy about the hit. And, oh, my, Salman Morat's grabbing his chest or something. He's down, hurt badly. He was hit high. Was it in the head? All he is, looks like he's got a broken rib from the way he's reacting. Salman Morat is down. I don't know if he's going to stay in the game. Let's see a replay here. Clock stops at 28:58 as Morat is on the pitch. He's in a lot of pain. He's saying it's just a bit unfortunate. I'd like to see a replay. He said it looked awful, but the tackle was legal. Why don't we see a replay? I want to see a replay. They show all these replays for the Springboks when they have games. Why can't we see a replay to see if this is a legitimate tackle? I don't know. Oh, he said there was a wrap. Not much of a wrap. I mean, that's. I guess that's okay, but that was an intentional hit to injure the player. Yeah. He's saying that's a legal contest, but I mean, it was clear that he was trying to, put the hit on him. It's like an NFL hit. It's a cheap shot. It was a cheap shot. He'd already released the ball. He could have pulled up on that. It was a cheap shot to take out Morat, and it worked. I think it's maybe it's just out of wind. His stomach is what he's grabbing. That was a cheap shot. Very cheap shot. Very cheap shot. It was intended to injure a player, and that's what it did. Looks like he's okay, though. Best revenge for him is to get up and continue to play. That was a cheap shot. So Pierce is talking to him. He's bent over. Here's see the replay. Salman Morat didn't even have the ball. That's a shoulder charge right to his chest. I don't agree that that's a legal tackle. That is not a legal tackle. He did not wrap with that right arm. He led with a shoulder charge. Should be a penalty at least. So we're going to go back for the... that was a cheap shot by Kane Douglas. So a penalty on a scrum. So Stormers are going to go for the 3 points here. It's right in front of the post. So Morat stays in the game. I think it's just a wind knocked out of him. Again, I consider that a cheap shot. Should have been a penalty. I wouldn't give a card for it, but it was a cheap shot. Straight in. Straight shot here for Sasha. Here's the kick. He's already missed 2 conversions. That's good. And it's 13-7 Stormers. Finally. Been stuck on 10 for a long time. No, it's not red. No. I don't think it's even a yellow vendor, but I think it should have been a penalty. It was a cheap shot. It wasn't an intent. It wasn't a legal tackle. He led with that right shoulder. That arm was tucked. It only flew forward because of the impact. So that should have been a penalty, but it doesn't matter. We scored, but still. Players allowed to take cheap. Dylan Martin on the restart has it inside the 22. Players allowed to take cheap shots like that, then it gets chippy as the game goes on. So Kane Douglas is going to wind up getting a cheap shot here sometime from the Stormers. You bet your money on that. Reinach kicks it over the box, tucks, bounce up into the air. The Stormers overrun it. And it goes in the hands of a Stormer, but I think it was knocked forward. Oh, and tackle-wise trying to kick the ball. Knock on, yeah. Yeah. Ben Jason Dixon was trying to kick the ball, and he was tackled as he was trying to kick the ball. Shouldn't that be a penalty if a player's trying to kick the ball, you tackle him? I guess it's okay, but you'd think that would be against the laws. 30 minutes, 40 seconds. What looked to be a very promising start to this game has kind of slowed down quite a bit for the Stormers. Yeah, see, again, I don't see how that's a knock-on. He had released the ball to kick it. And he didn't lose the ball. That ball was released to kick, and he couldn't kick it because he was tackled. Oh, my goodness. People having fun. A lot of colored folks in the crowd. Scrum to Rochelias from their 42-meter line. 31 minutes off the clock. Ball goes in the pipe. Stormers have a big push, big surge here. And let Rochelias come with it. They kick it down the pitch to take the pressure off. It's going to bounce in the air. Sashil, no. Warkhalat, wow, he's in the game. Forgot about him. Haven't seen anything from him so far. Oh, he throws it up in the air, and it's taken by Stade Rochelias. It was a poor decision to throw that thing in the air. Down to the Stormers 22, still going. That was a bad decision. Should have gone to ground with it. And it's going to be kicked to the wing. Who's going to be there? Stade Rochelias has it. Cuts back towards the inside. Down to 5 meters. Nice tackle. That was brilliant. What a tackle by Cobus Reinach. Another big tackle by the Stormers. My goodness. My goodness. You know, they could fall behind the Stormers right here if Rochelias scores. Paul DeVillier now, along with Evan Ruiz. Big tackle by Ruiz, and the counter rocket picked up by the Stormers. Number 8 taking out the scrum half. It was a counter ruck. The ball was on the ground. He counter rucked through the play. The scrum half had no rights to the ball. They'd already lost the ball. That I don't agree with. I don't agree with that call at all. Let me see the replay, see if I'm wrong. Okay, Ruiz makes the tackle. There's no scrum half there. Ruiz gets up and he takes out, but the scrum half has no right to the ball. It's a free ball. It's not a ruck for La Rochelias. Oh man. Well, I guess I don't know the laws very well. Yeah, it should be a penalty, Vanna. Yeah, I mean, the ball was there. There was no ruck formed. There was one player. He placed the ball. No one came in to form the ruck. The scrum half was coming up. Evan Rose was counter-rucking from the get-go. After the tackle, released the player legally, got up, went forward, and the scrum half came in. And that's he has rights to that ball. That's the wrong penalty there. Boy, Chris Wyatt had a great tackle a few minutes ago. Crowd enjoying the game, but Stormers in jeopardy giving up a lead. They've held the whole game here. 33 minutes in, it's a Rochelias line out. Now the shadow's out to about 40% of the pitch. They go deep, and it's overthrown, and Chris Wyatt has it. He gets it over to Ruan Nell. Nell drives over the 22, still going up to about 23. Jonathan Roach is there. Reinach looking for somebody. Sasha, he has to keep it in the field of play, and he doesn't. It's going to come all the way back. Oh, they took it back into 22. Bad play by Sasha. Big mistake. He's missed 2 conversions, kicks the ball in a touch. Did have some scintillating play, but the try was overturned. So Rochelias gets another chance of this. The ball was almost not at all in the Stormers' half the first 20 minutes. It spent the next 17 minutes in their half. Next 14 minutes. Rochelias now with a line out. Don't forget, after this, folks, it's the Sharks, and then the Lions play today. Line out high in the air, and Rochelias comes down with it. They're complaining about it, but they come away with it. Tackle made by the Stormers. And there's an advantage. They're saying the Stormers knocked it forward. They're playing advantage are La Rochelle. Going to come back. He wants to talk to somebody. All right, so the Stormers have been warned for too many penalties, and to be fair, they have had a lot of penalties down here. Yeah, Kobus is one of my favorite scrum halves, absolutely. Grant Williams is the other. Yeah, I've been a huge fan of Kobus. I watched him get a hat trick against Canada at the World Cup in 2019 in Japan. Guy's brilliant. I don't know why we played this nonsense with Hendricks being a scrum half. It's ridiculous. Grant Williams, the best scrum half that Sharks team has had. Yep, I explained it perfectly. He has 100% legal counter-ruck. Exactly. That never should have been a penalty against the Stormers. So warning them for penalties when he's making the wrong call seems a bit unfair. But the Stormers will have somebody sent off if they get a penalty here. 34-33. Here's the lineout from 5 meters out. They've got it. And they break away down to 1 meter. But the Stormers have jackled it. Paul DeVilliers, he breaks loose. Paul DeVilliers over the 7-meter line. Brilliant work by the Stormer. Paul DeVilliers is a highly underrated player. Oh, counter ruck coming from Rochelias. Do they have the ball? I can't tell where the ball is at. No, the Stormers have retained it. Kobus trying to get there, but the guys are slowing the ball down. It should be a penalty against La Rochelle. Kobus carries the ball forward to about 8 meters. Stormers under a lot of pressure with 5 minutes left in the first half. Senzom Kunu. Stormers opting for some space here to get the ball in for a kick. Stay onside. Call to use it. That's fair. Kobus box kick. I thought they were going to have the fly half kick it, but instead Kobus kicks it into touch. Let's see where the mark is. That's actually not a great kick, but a good kick. 25 meters out. So Kobus gets him from the try line to the 25-meter line. Or 5 meters. So about 20-meter gain. Jimmy says he was one of the first fans ever for the Stormers back when the internet started. Or are you talking about for my channel? All right, so we got a line out coming for Rochelias now. 4 minutes left in the first half. Stormers should be rolling this game. And when those tries were overturned, I get a little bit nervous with good reason. They go high into the air. They go deep. Stormers knock it backwards. Somebody better get there. Morat runs it down. And come on, it's a side entry by Rochelias. It's taking a knock on by the Stormers. It wasn't knocked on. He placed the ball. But then the Stormers get it, so I don't really understand what that call was. On the wing, Dylan Mart is loose. He's down, but they got a whistle. That was a try. So the Stormers going to have another try that they don't get because they call it a knock-on back here. I didn't see a knock on. He placed the ball. Let's see that again. So another try. That wasn't scored this time. So what are we waiting on here? So Cobus Reinach runs his own player, throws it wide to Dylan Mart, and he just takes off. There was no one to stop him. Shame. I still don't understand what the call is. If the Stormers have the ball, I'm really going to shake my head. If La Rochelle has it, then I can get it, but that didn't make sense. 3 minutes left in the first half. Cobus is out of breath. He's working hard. So I think the days of Faf de Klerk playing for the Springboks are over. You got Reinach and Grant Williams playing much better. Crouch. Fine. So it is the Stormers' ball, so I don't get... It must have been a double knock-on. Early engagement, free kick by the Stormers here. So 2.5 minutes remained, and finally a chance to get this out of the Stormers' zone. So kicks it. So is it a penalty or is it a free kick? It's kick to touch. It was a free kick. So puts them back on their own side of the pitch at least. 2 minutes left in the first half. 13-7, Stormers out in front. In Port Elizabeth, sunny day. Guys are gassed. Must be very warm there. Stormers warned about something, so next time it's a free kick. Okay, the Stormers are encroaching in the lineup. I mean, there's no way you can do that. That's definitely a fair call. Stormers acting like fools. Quick tap by Rochelias, and they pick it up, and right back down the middle. Stormers standing around watching spectator sport all the way down to the 12-meter line. Sasha finally makes a tackle. Ball goes backwards. Oh, almost a knock on there. But what sloppy, stupid, lazy play by Stormers. That's Jackal by the Stormers. And it's Paul de Villiers. Yes. Saves the day, which is a little over a minute. Stormers need to get a try here before the end of the half. They have just been too stagnant now for too long. Paul de Villiers, once again, what a stud. Highly underrated player. Should be a Springbok, to be honest. Fawn's strange to watch rugby this day at the time of the day. Well, imagine when I cover games in Australia and New Zealand, I'm up at 2 o'clock in the morning for Springboks games covering it, if you think this is strange. All right, ball's kicked all the way down to about the 25-meter line by the Stormers. That's a good kick by Sasha. It's a lot of distance there. All right, so, it's inside the 10-meter line. So 15 seconds left in the half. Stormers come away with it. Reinach, Feinberg, nice carry there. Who was that? Evan Ruiz picks it up. He goes, but 3 players bring him down. Ball's available. Reinach, offside. Four Rochelias players offside. There's a penalty advantage. Oh, yeah, definitely. There goes the Hooter. They got a huge advantage. He saw that. Half the team was offside. There they go. That's a forward pass, though. Sasha threw a forward pass and a touch. We're going to come back, though, for a penalty. He broke loose, but then he throws the ball away. So we had a penalty advantage, so the Stormers can kick to the corner here. Clock is still ticking. Offside. Yeah, half the team was offside. They're going to take the points. They're going to kick to the corner. He's asking for Sasha to get over here. Can you make the kick? They're going for the post. No, it wasn't Sasha. It's someone else he's calling for. So they're going for the post. And the DHL little van comes out with the ball. Easy kick here, so should give him a 16-7 lead at halftime. My goodness. Here comes the kick from Sasha. There it is. Looks straight and true, and the flags go up, and it's 16-7 halftime. Wow. Listening to the TV announcers calling it a fascinating first half, I wouldn't call it that. I called it a disappointing first half. Just 2 tries by the Stormers in that first half. They don't look too happy going to the locker room, and I would agree. You need to get it together. Dylan Led's wearing his by the way, I think it was Dylan Led's. Yeah, Dylan, then I got a photograph it with in Bordeaux. Yeah. When I was, it was Dylan Led's who was in Bordeaux with this pregame party I went to with a bunch of Springbok fans. It was pretty cool. Got to meet him, took a photo with him. So halftime, what the heck's going on there? Don't need that. There we go. Get rid of that. Okay. All right, so halftime, folks. Thank you for being here. Halftime marker up. Put that on mute. And I got a little treat for you here. Stormers strike. At halftime, folks, so a bit disappointing in that first half. The way things went wasn't quite ideal, was it now? Anyway, who's here? Let's see what we got in the chat here. The music was put on. You guys couldn't hear the music again? Seriously? It's on. How could you not hear that? Music is on. It's playing. Don't understand what you mean if the music's not on. Yeah, it's not playing, is it? Okay, something's wrong then. Music's playing on this end. It's playing on my end. Yeah, I see that. Doesn't make any sense. What the hell? Okay, so, yeah, I played the music. I didn't forget anything. Okay, can you hear this in the background? Nope, you can't hear it. See, this crap drives me nuts. How does this happen? Okay, properties. I didn't forget anything. See, this is... I don't understand this. It says it's not playing anything. Huh. Okay. Yeah, no, there's something. So you haven't heard the referees. I've been playing the referees. You haven't heard what they've said. All right, I'm going to try another desktop audio output. That's just weird. I'll leave the sound on so you guys can hear it. Capture desktop audio. Okay. Capture. Sure. Can you hear it now? Sure. Can you hear? No, but the sound wasn't there. Okay, you can hear them talking. No, but the sound wasn't there. Okay, you can hear them talking. No, but the sound wasn't there. Okay, so there was some setting that was off. Yeah, I had to reset it. I had to put another one in there. All right, so now I'll turn that off. Now you'll be able to hear music. Yeah, this kind of pisses me off. I mean, it's really annoying. Okay, here we go. Now you should be able to hear it. Now you should be able to hear it. Yeah, I hear it now. Yeah, I didn't forget, guys.
From the mother city where the mountains
What a pain in the
rise,
butt. Software.
capped on and sheer under sapphire skies. Legends are born in the shadow of Table Bay. They lace up their boots and take the field to play. The stormers strike, the thunder roars. Try after try, they open the doors. Champions of the Western Cape, rugby's heartbeat takes its shape. Ruinell running like the wind. Dion for it tackles with a champion's grin. Brian Havana speed leaves the world behind. They build the legends brick by grind. Super Rugby to the URC. Stormers carve their history. Stormers strike, the thunder roars. Try after try, they open the doors. Champions of the Western Cape, rugby's heartbeat takes its shape. Ignite. Western Cape under stadium lights. South Africans lead with heart and trade. Rugby kings with their skills displayed.
All right, that time you got to hear it. Yeah, guys, I don't know what the heck the deal was there. So thanks for being with us here. It's halftime at not DHL Greenpoint Stadium, not Newlands, but PE. Must be something happening in Cape Town this weekend to keep them from playing there. But thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. I've got myself now a good shot of PE, Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. I think that's the name of it, isn't it? In PE. Someone invited me to a bar in Cape Town on today's show. Oh, boy. Okay, so Stormers need to get it together. That was a little too much mess around the first half. They should be rolling over this inexperienced Stade Rochelias team, even though Stade Rochelias is a good team. Yeah. They didn't bring their top squad with them. Cheetahs are, well, they just gave up a try over the halftime hooter. They were trailing 21-17 Amsterdam, but they just gave up a try. It's 21-17 now. They were leading. Cheetahs were leading, so they're over the hooter. Here's the restart for the Cheetahs in Amsterdam. It's Stade Francais Paris. The Cheetahs wearing dark orange or really dark orange jerseys, so they're putting on a good show.
Just after 3 p.m. local time.
English referee, female out there on the pitch.
Stellar day here.
So the Cheetahs have played very well in this game. Apparently, it's in this game at halftime. Kicked over the top. Cheetahs will get this, and they knock it on. Oh my goodness! Michael Anis knocks it on. That's not what the Cheetahs need at halftime. They give up another penalty here. Tackles made.
The 19-year-old South African in this Stade Francais team.
Ball's kicked over the top. There's no Cheetah there to get to it. Can they get to it? Ball still go. Oh, come on. They gave up a try here. Unbelievable. Cheetahs really screwed the pooch on that one. All started because Michael Anis couldn't hold on to the ball when it went up in the air. So the Cheetahs were leading just moments ago before halftime to give up 2 tries here late in the first half. They're going to be trailing by 11 points. Oh, man.
Kicking game coming into the fore. These generals.
Oh, man, overplayed it.
You can't allow the ball to bounce. And then Thibaut.
Oh, my goodness.
The
And then
20-year-old.
poor chase run down by the Cheetahs from behind. Just not good stuff, folks.
Bonus point try for Stade Francais.
Bonus point for Stade Francais, and the Cheetahs now trailing by a lot when they were leading 17-14 going into the half. Oh, we're just in the second half. It's not over. Okay. So they were leading the first half 17-14. They give them 2 tries here in 4 minutes. 2 tries in 4 minutes. I thought that was half. It's the second half already.
It has worked.
Wow, what a mess. I told you that Stormers game has got to pick up the pace. I mean, we're already in the second half. Halftime is over. We're 5 minutes in the second half. Both these games started at the same time. Cheetahs second half now gave up 2 converted tries in just minutes. Gee, many crickets. A little over 4 minutes. From Amsterdam, here's the restart. Sun is at an odd angle here. It's knocked backwards by the Cheetahs. They get the ball just outside the 22. This is good news for the Cheetahs. The boys from Bloemfontein driving forward. Nice tackle in the middle of the pitch there. Cheetahs retain possession. Difficult to see the game because of the sunshine on the camera. I switched to a different camera. I can see better. Not held in tackle. Cheetahs get up and go. What's the call? A penalty? He wasn't held in the tackle. He released and got up. She doesn't agree.
Penaliser rolling, I think. He hit the deck.
That's bullshit.
You need to release the ball.
He did release the ball.
Pierre Ice, he just needed to let it go, pick it up, and go again. Then he would have been okay.
NRCA Stadium in Amsterdam. Ball is in this Cheetah's hand. It didn't find touch. Michael Anis now driving forward. Jasper Cohen out there. Cheetahs need to get some points back on the board. Oh, driven backwards. Huge tackle here. Well, that's awkward tackle.
Oh, yeah, these French boys are really lifted.
Are we back for our game yet?
Second half.
No, not yet.
They felt they needed to. Looked a little casual down the stretch in the first.
Cheetahs. Oh, well, there's a line. Nearly had a line break. Gap closed very quickly. Cheetahs now over their 10-meter line, looking for something. Oh, is that lock? Lost forward. Big mistakes. All right, we're getting ready for the second half. 6 minutes already off the clock. So they're not quite back out in the pitch yet. We're going to have 7 minutes of the Cheetahs game over before we even get back to the Stormers game in the second half. Stupid mistake there by the Cheetahs.
On the touchlines, as it were, today.
Cheetahs self-destructing here.
With a bunch of teenagers and 20-year-olds and 21-year-olds.
Commentary's on?
What would you have said to his charges at halftime?
Shoot, thank you. Well, thank you for that, guys. I mean, that's because you're trying to fix the sound here. Jeez. All right, so 7 minutes now. We're ready to get started here. Take the halftime marker off. Thank you for that. Come on, where's my halftime marker at? All right, we're ready for the second half. Whistle blows, and Rochelias kicks the Stormers. Now the shadows are halfway across the field. It's very difficult to see. Taken about the 5-meter line by Sasha. He's going to kick it down the pitch, trying to keep it in play, or he does. It bounces in the touch, but brought back into play by Rochelias at the 27-meter line. And they come charging up. Tackle missed there by the Stormers, and all the way up to midfield before the tackle's made. So Rochelias now in the shadows from the near side, working towards the middle of the pitch. Stormers from the left to right, and Rochelias right to left. Ball bounces free, and Rochelias picks it up, kicks it down the pitch. The ball's going to bounce down to about the 30-meter line, picked up back there by the French side. They go out to the wing. He's got space. He's off the loose, kicks it high into the air. No one's back. Who's going to get there? Ball's going to be back in the try zone, picked up by Sasha, and he touches it down for the free kick. Oof. The Bulls blew the Bulls game last week, not the ref. Bulls were atrocious, couldn't score in the second half. 33 points in the first half, scored nothing in the second half. Completely outclassed. They just went to sleep. Kick from the try line. It's not very far, only about to 22. Not sure what that was about, trying to get it back, but they didn't get it. Zos couldn't get to it. So Rochelias has it at the 20-meter line. So Stormers have let these guys hang around for far too long. Tackle now back around 34 meters. They come out this side. Nice tackle by the Stormers there. Need to get back on side. Dylan Mart trying to get up and get back on side. He does. Wardy with a carry for Rochelias at the 10-meter line. They come to the near side in the shadows. Dummy by Dylan Leds. He's tackled. Ball squirts loose. Goes backwards. Rochelias still has the ball. There's their hooker going for it. He's tackled by... Who is it, Ruan now? No, it's Nathan Fouché. I couldn't see. Hard to see with the lights, the shadows. That ball's high into the air on the far side of the pitch. Who's going to get this one? Taken over there by Leyland's ass. Good job holding on to that ball because it was players tackling him as he caught it. Kobus Reinach over the middle to Jonathan Roche. Roche breaks free. Still going for it. Now he's driven backwards. He places the ball. Kane Douglas, the guy who had the cheap tackle in the first half. Cheap hit. Oh, nothing there. Paul de Villiers had nobody to throw it to. He's still dancing. Villiers, they got him by the boot. He's still standing up. De Villiers finally tackled. And there's a penalty for, hands in the ruck, clearly. Although he's saying it's a knock-on. To me, that was hands in the ruck. Player never assumed a proper defensive position and had his hands on the ball as he was tackling Paul de Villiers. So that hooker is down. He's getting some attention. That's a try score from earlier. Quentin Lepaskic, how do I pronounce that name? Looks like it's Romanian. The clock is going to stop. Is there a problem? Yeah, the dude's hurt, man. Can't you see that? He's been laying on the ground for a few minutes. How did he get hurt? I don't see. He dove in a pile. Is he up? He's up. Lesbiak is how to pronounce his name. All right, we need us to pick up here in the second half. Boy, the viewership for these games is disappointingly low. 43 minutes into the contest. Crouch. Bind. Set. It collapses on the far side by La Rochelias. Stormers win a penalty here. Stormers win a penalty. Going to kick for territory here. So I'm downloading some images here, folks. All right. So, Stormers have a line out here now. Down around the 18-meter line. On to Hugo Fenta will throw it in. He does to Salman Morat. And this is going nowhere. It collapses, but it's collapsed by the Stormers. Better get that out of there. They do. And Venta goes forward. He's tackled. Stormers are there. Ball goes forward. Roche. An advantage here. That's a cynical play. They're going to say something about that, I hope. Yeah, he's going to say something about the cynical play, I think.
C'est la même conversation sur le premier mi-temps. C'est nécessaire pour la pénalité. Il est beaucoup. Et prochaine pénalité, c'est contagieux.
All right, so too many penalties. The next one might be a card. Number of penalties, warnings on La Rochelle, he tells the Stormers. Offside number 3. So Stormers line out from about 5 meters now. Here's a chance to pour it on now, boys. 2 and 3 change. Which side? Okay, yeah. La Rochelle's changing their hooker. 2 and 3. 16 and 18 come in the game. Joel Sclavi comes in. So, 2 front rowers change. Venter is replacing Kotze. Or Kotze's going to be... Andre Hugo Venta's out. Line out successful. And the Stormers trying to drive. Where are they at? They drive down about a meter, 2 meters. Pick and go. Stormers are over. It's a try, baby. Who is it? There's a fight. Who got the try? Is it? Andre Hugo Fenta hasn't got out of the game. They just said he went out. He didn't go out. That was him that did the line out. Fenta with the try. 45-29. Yeah, he went so low they couldn't get him. Fourth try in the Champions Cup for him. He missed another one. Well, I never got the 16 up. I'll be darned. It's 21 now. So that's a third missed kick by... He's doing his best to play Mani Lubbock here. 21. He's left 8 points off the board. No, 6 points. Excuse me. 6 points. Is that right? Yeah. Another substitute. They changed their whole front line now, La Rochelle. No, that's the same one. Sorry. 20 comes in for... That Kane Douglas is out, replaced by Alexander Coutelier. La Rochelle being chased down by Dylan Mart. Ball's released backwards. Oh, that's a nice pass. And the ball's thrown back on the pitch. Picked up by... what? What's going on here? Blew it dead. The Stormers took off with the ball. What did I miss? It was Fenter took off with the ball. What's going on here? Was that an early whistle? Was a player down for safety? Don't know what happened there. High tackle. Yeah, I think that's fair. I want to see if it's going to be a card. Okay, against the Stormers. It was a high tackle. I saw that. Here it comes. Oh, yeah, that's a card. Yeah. Nathan Fouché is going to get a card.
See in this one if I need to have another look at it or not. Is this contact?
Yes, from the backside it doesn't look bad, but from the side it looked bad.
Okay, so we have a penalty for a high tackle. We are checking the level of sanction between penalty or yellow card, aren't we?
This is correct action here by Luke Pierce.
Well, if you're a Springbok fan, you'll be very familiar with this process.
Yes, you will if you're a Springbok fan.
Yeah, angles are common, Luke.
Carl Dixon rushes over to join him. Okay, this might be the best angle here.
Englishman speaking to Luke Pierce, who's the on-field referee.
Fouché bends at the knees, but not fair enough.
Looking for head-high contact.
Yeah, caught him in the jaw with his shoulder. Yeah, that's a card, I think.
Let the forensic examination begin.
I think that's going to be a card.
Real speed on the last one, Temp, if you can. I'm ready for a discussion when you're finished with your clips.
He's bending and he turns away, so he's not trying to hit him. So but I still think it's a yellow card.
Thank you. Real speed on the last one, and back to the referee.
Yes, please. Tempo, we're going to have a conversation before the last one appears here. And we keep getting the slow-mo. The decision for us is a yellow card. Number 3 is always upright. There is a case of the tackler falling, but...
He's not always upright. He bent over. What did they say? Always upright. He bent and you can see his knees bent.
Not a high level of danger, but a yellow card.
I agree, Luke.
Thank you.
I agree it's a yellow card, but not it was always upright. That's bullshit. 47-27. It's the right call, but none of this nonsense about, he was always high. He was bent at the knees. How low do you have to get? Do you have to lie on the ground? So that's going to be a yellow card against Ethan Fouché. So Rochelle kicks it down to the corner. Oh, now they got a chance to get some points here. Line out successful. Into them all. Not really going anywhere. Just 5 meters out. Now they break free. The replacement hooker tackled 4 meters out. Pick and go. There's no one there on defense. Finally, they adjust. Schickerling gets there. They're close. They're just inches away. They're going to score here. 21-7 is the score. And the Stormers going to let them right back in this game because Sasha Feinberg-Umzulu can't find the post. Missed 3 conversions on 3 tries. Oh, tackle made. Great job by the Stormers, but offside is the call. They're playing an advantage. Did he score? I don't think it's held up. No, that ball's not even on line. So he says, you think try? I guess I'll have to check it. What is that crap? On-field decisions, no try.
Just bear in mind, if he jumps over players and makes contact with anybody, then it can't be a try.
Right, and that's what he did. He jumped over players and made contact.
It's whether he has contact or knocks it off.
Right, that's why he wasn't sure. He made contact.
Thank you.
I have the sound on so we can hear what the officials have to say here, folks. Okay, let's see it.
So he jumps over the rack.
Yeah, there's contact there. And he lost the ball.
Can't be a try anyway, lads, can it?
He's lost possession.
He's still got it there.
And it's a knock-off. Tempo, happy to come back, please.
Sam back to referee, please.
But it's not even over the line. It's no try.
No try.
We got a penalty.
He dives over and makes contact. So it's no try because he can't dive over and make contact. I know you're down to 14, but you were on a warning. The warning's back on. Numerous penalties.
Numerous penalties. There's one penalty. What do you mean numerous penalties? It's the first penalty. Numerous penalties. You can't carry that nonsense from 10 minutes ago. It's tap and go. So he's warning the Stormers are going to lose another player. And he didn't give him time to talk to his players to warn them. He just let them play right away. That's not fair. How can they be warned if they're under penalty? They go driving forward. They're over. Did he get it down, though? Short. Pick and go. They got it. New hooker. Wow. Unbelievable. Wow. It's a replacement hooker that got it. Gonna be an easy conversion right in front of the post. Stormers screwing up here now. See, this game is one they should have been rolling. Should have been rolling. Unbelievable. It's to Tidze. Oh, my goodness. Not good. Got them right back in the game. Here's a restart. Now that's crawling on the pitch. That should have been called. But inside of 22, ruck is formed. Kicked over the top by La Rochelle. It's going to find touch. No, it stays in play. Dylan Mark keeps it alive. I'm not so sure that was the best idea. Now he goes down the sideline. Inside the 10-meter line is Dylan Mark. He's driven forward. The ball comes loose. Who's got it now? La Rochelle got it back. Wow. Rochelle win it back. They're all the way on the opposite side of the field now. There's a line break. Bad missed tackle there. Then they get him. Oh, Dylan Lentz is on the loose. Over midfield, 30 meters he picked up. He offloads the ball back inside. Both players out in front of him. Where's the penalty there? We turned it over for that. No try. Big tackle by Sasha. Stormers had the ball way down there moments ago. Now it's all the way back on their end. Barely winning 21-14 at this stage. 30 minutes left in the contest. My goodness. Ball's available for La Rochelle. Over the middle. Still in the shadows. Nice tackle there by Schickerling. Oh, they come up the middle. Good job. Dylan Mark comes flying in, picks it up. That's legal. That's legal. He was on his... went backwards. Evan Ruiz now. Stormers need to get it together here. A play on the 9. That's a penalty. Offside, playing a tap and go. Kobus Reinach just takes off 10 meters back to Sasha. Sasha over midfield. Sasha, he gets it back inside to Dylan Mark. He's going to go all the way. Dylan Mark, try for the Stormers under the post. Oh, Kobus and Sasha, what a combination. What an absolute incredible combination. Dylan Mark with the try. Woo! Wow. Woo! Dylan Mart. This guy's coming up from the Curry Cup, getting some stuff done. Showing their stuff. He keeps playing like this, he's going to get a call up to for the Springboks, that's for sure. Man, that's a brace of tries for Dylan Martin this game. A coming out party for him of sorts. All right, 28 points now. And that will be the bonus point for the try. That high stepping by Sasha, then backwards to Martin. Just good support run there. 28-14 now. That's what I'm talking about. 28-14. Who's going off? Murat is out of the game. Salma Murat came out. And so has Nkuno come out. Marcel Tunison replaces him. Sasha kicks it through on the restart. It's going to get inside the 10-meter line. Picked up by Dylan Lades on the other side. No, it's not Lades. Gosh, I can't see in the dark. Down to the Stormers' 42-meter line. La Rochelle takes a little bit of the steam out of their drive. Nice tackle right up the middle there. They come to the near side. Does Rochelias? Oh, ball's left behind on the turf, but they managed to pick it up because Ronell couldn't get there fast enough. Knock on is the call. Scrum Stormers. This is better stuff at him. Andre Hugo Fenta looks like he's limping out there. Who's coming in the game? Somebody coming in the game for the Stormers. Yeah, I was knocked down to the ground there. I can see that. 54-55 now. Better stuff out of the Stormers. And Paul de Villiers comes out. He's had a good game. Fouché's still out there with that, or did he get a card? Did he get a card? 2 minutes left on that first yellow card. Okay, field is covered 50% in shadow now. Here's another one. Is it Connor Evans coming in, it looks like? Sazi Sani comes in for the scrum. Ali Kebble's out there. So we had to replace a player. Maybe that's why Paul de Villiers came out. Connor Evans comes in for Ben Jason Dixon. So Dixon's out. He's replaced by Connor Evans. Lots of changes going on here. Okay. 147 on the yellow card. This scrum will help kill a lot of that time. Crouch. So the Stormers scored that try down a player. Bind. Set. Took a long time for him to say set. The scrum is holding up. Now it goes. They get a penalty advantage. The Stormers do it. Pick and go. And, Kobus Reinach back to Jonathan Roche, who's not had much of a game today. Kobus Reinach, they're still playing an advantage here. Kobus finds a space. He gets through the middle. Here goes Kobus. He's got help back Sasha. Sasha goes wide. They get it. Is it Dylan Mart? Did he get the try? Or is it Warwick Gallant? Was Warwick Gallant with the try? There you go. That's more like it. Kobus Reinach, just like Grant Williams, makes it all happen. These guys are fantastic. This Sasha and Reinach combination, unbelievable. That was a low pass by Sasha, who nonchalantly whipped it over, and Gallant had to reach way down in his shoelaces and caught that ball and kept going, got his balance, and got up and ran in and placed that ball down. That was incredible. Warwick Gallant, that was incredible. Stormers score again. Now we're talking. Wow, Warwick Gallant with a try. 56-19. Here's the kick. And the flags go up this time. All right. 35-14. Now we're talking. Now we got a game here for the Stormers. It looked like it was going to be that way at the start, but then these tries were overturned. Yeah, I agree with you. The second half is not convincing. It wasn't Mart. It was Gallant. I thought it was Mart. I could only see him from behind. I couldn't see the number. It was obscured. Give me. Here we go. 1 hour into the contest, 57 minutes. And Connor Evans comes down with a 22 for the Stormers. Ruck is formed. It's outside the 22. Taken back. Kobus told to use it. Kicks it high into the air. And taken over there by Leyland Zas. Great work. He's driving forward. Picks up another 10 meters. Kobus goes on the outside to the wing to Paul de Villiers. De Villiers back in there. Oh, people loving this. He's bouncing off tackles. Well, that was offside. Kobus Reinach over the middle to Jonathan Roche. He's tackled short of midfield. Sasha kicks it over the top. The chase is on, but Rochelias gets it and the tackle's made there by Gallant. Stormers over top. Did they get it? No, they haven't turned it over. Rochelias still has the ball. Tackle made short of the 10-meter line on the Rochelias side of the pitch. They come to the near side in the shadows. Tackle made there by Evan Ruiz. He's stolen it. Gets it. Yeah, Evan Ruiz doesn't agree with that call. He says you're just balancing off your hands. I agree with Evan Ruiz. That was a clean steal. Clean jackal, and they give a penalty against Evan Ruiz. Approaching the 60-minute mark. So it's going to be Rochelias now a chance down. He doesn't agree with that call. I want to see it again. He's on his feet. That's a clean steal. So he's out of the game. Ackerman's coming in now for him. Ruan Ackerman comes in for Evan Ruiz. And Similani comes in for Roche. Jonathan Roach goes out, and Wandasili Similani comes in. A lot of speed out there on the pitch for the Stormers. Gelant, Mart, Nell, and now Wandasili Similani out there. Lots of speed. Marcel Tennyson got some pretty good speed too. So line out. Actually, decent crowd. Just a massive stadium. Line out successful. They come down with it into a maul. And the ball pops out. Stormers are on top of it. All right, good job. Oh, man, Cobus Reinach hit in the face. He said no foul play. I want to see a replay on that. He says no foul play. I want to see a replay to see if there's any foul play. Here we go. Oh, it was Cobus got hit in his face by his own player. Yeah, there's no foul play. His own player hit him in the face with his boot. That hurt. He just went straight to the ground. It's my own player. As he said, it was my own player. You know, that sucks. It was his own player. God, a boot caught him right in the face, man. Ooh, lucky he didn't lose a tooth on that one. I've been saying Cobus Reinach for years, long before the 2019 World Cup. I sang his praises, rightly so. All right. Okay, let's go. Both sides taking their time here. He wants to get the game going. The clock is running 60-22. We're in the final 20 minutes now. Stormers comfortably out in front, but we'd all want to see more points scored here. Let me check in on the Cheetahs. Cheetahs loses 36-17, and I think they just gave up 3 more points potentially. 38 for conversion. It was a try. So the Cheetahs were leading 17-14 at halftime. Now they're losing 34-17 or 38-17. Tunison with the carry. They go back to Sasha. He's going to kick it to the wing. There's Wandasili Similani giving chase. And Leyland Zas gets there, but he can't quite get the ball. La Rochelle, what are you going to do? Dylan Led's over there. I think the sun got in his eyes there, to be honest. It's a sharp angle of the sun over there. 61-19. So La Rochelle get the ball back. Bonus point for the Stormers in this one. Cheetahs getting beaten again. He tried to keep it in, but he couldn't quite get there. Line out is stolen by the Stormers. It's Cobus Reinach. And Ali Kebble has to come in to save that ball, and then it's lost forward by the Stormers. Yep. Rowan Ackerman couldn't hold on to it. So, Cobus Reinach has had an incredible game today. So Ackerman, right off his chest, he loses it. So it'll be a scrum to Rochelias. DHL. German shipping line, huh? Cobus is coming out. It's my man of the match. Replaced by Imran Khan. Imran Khan replaced. And Cobus gets a round of applause from the crowd. What a great game he had. People standing and cheering him. Rochelias puts it in. Oh, big push by the Stormers. They get it out of there. Team captain has it. And he's tackled. Oh, nice pass back inside. And there goes Rochelias up to midfield. Similani chased him down from behind. Pick and go, not held the tackle. So they get up and go again. And here comes the captain. He's back at the 50-meter line, tackle there. And Tunison trying to roll away. Little kick over the top. Who's going to get this? Oh, it took a bad bounce for Rochelias. Picked up over there by Gelant. This is Sasha now. What's he going to do? Kicks it over the top. The chase is on. It's going to bounce. Leds can't get it. Oh, Sasha couldn't get to it. They barely got it. He was all by himself if he could have got a hand on that. That ball's kicked into touch. Brought back in play by Gallant, and then he lets himself get tackled. He throws it away. Oh, saved over there by the Stormers. Oh, Zos nearly throws away. Here comes Dylan Mart. Back out to Tinnison. There's Sasha in midfield looking for space, still running. He throws the ball. Bad pass. It's picked up by Khan. Somehow the Stormers retain possession. Terrible decision-making there by Sasha. Khan kicks it forward. He's going to chase it, but that's too much. Picked up by Rochelias. And they're going to kick it into touch. It takes some pressure off. It'll be Stormers line. No, it stays in play. It was the bad kick. Similani now over here on the near side. Stormers have it, but it's a knock-on. Yeah, knocked on. You can see that on the ground. Wanda Silly Similani there. John Dobson up in the booth. Excuse me. Oh, that ball was knocked loose. How can that be a knock on? Cheetah's about to give up another try here. Oh, they managed to get the ball. My audio is all messed up for the game suddenly. Cheetahs at 69 minutes. Here it was 64-38. At least my picture is good. I can see the picture, but man, the audio just went all wonky on me. Listen to this. This is my audio. That's the audio I'm getting. What the hell? I'm gonna reload that page and see if it's. Ah, this audio is still messed up. That's weird. So it's a scrum to the Cheetahs outside their. Well, about their 10-meter line. They're trailing 10 minutes left in the game, and they're not going to come back in this game. 38-17. They're 21 points behind. Shame. So my game is about 15 minutes. Let's scrum to the Stormers here. Yeah, I know. See me? Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? Now my picture's getting messed up. What the heck? Early engagement by the Stormers. Not sure who it was. Sazi Sandy, I think. So Rochelias will get to kick the ball. This is really weird. It's like I'm listening to the aliens talking on interstellar traffic. They kick it, and they're going to get down to around the 38-meter line. Yeah, it was in Sazi Sandy. That's who that penalty was on. Less than 15 minutes remaining in the game. Stormers need to clean up a lot of stupid mistakes, and Sasha Feinberg, Umzulu, for all his form, needs to spend time on the pitch kicking the ball. It's clearly he cannot kick. This goes on game after game after game here. And eventually it's going to cost us games like Monty did in Argentina. Ball is lost forward by it's knocked on by the Stormers? Okay, in the line out. Okay, fair enough. So. Mr. Ron Ackerman had a question about it, talking to the official. He used to play with Gloucester. 7 years he played with Gloucester until this year, 2017, almost 8 seasons. 14 minutes remain. Here's a scrum. It's weird that the audio is messed up, but not the video. Set. And the Stormers drive them back, but the ball comes kicking out the back. Picked up back there by Rochelias. They're going to go over midfield. Now my video is getting messed up. It goes wide on the outside channel. Kicked over the top. The chase is on. Who's going to get it? It's kicked by the Stormers. Picked up back there. Knocked on by Dylan Mart. This is a sloppy mess here. And they just stand around and let them get down to the try line and they score. There's a try just like that. Very sloppy, lazy play by the Stormers here. Unbelievable. It's stupid stuff. And that's the fullback. That's Nathan Bollinger. 67 minutes. Wow. Stupid stuff by the Stormers. Just lets them get in this game. You need that points for that point differential since you didn't get the bonus. That's just dumb. That's stupid mistakes there. Knock on. People standing around waiting for a whistle to blow. So conversion is good. $21. Yeah, I thought they knocked it on 2, La Rochelle. I think that's what started all this, but that wasn't called. So now it's 35-21. Now the Stormers have to score again to get this point differential out there. Also, we don't want La Rochelle to get the bonus point. You know, they're competing with you in the same place. So you need to defeat them. Anyway. And not give them a bonus point. So the restart inside the 22, taken by Leds down there. Dylan Leds. Not Tristan. Tristan's the skinny one. Over the middle, here it is. And Sasha dances, looking for space. There's a high tackle, no call. He's dragged down from the shoulder. Imad Khan. So Alani comes wide in the outside channel. Stormers on the wing. Here comes Dylan Mart down the sideline. Dylan Mart. Can he stay in touch? He gets it back in play. I don't know who it's knocked out on. I'm hoping the Stormers have it. It's hard to tell. It might have been bounced off a Rochelias player, but they get Dylan Mart down deep. So we're still disputing who the ball is. I think it's for the Stormers. So Rochelias won last week with the bonus points. The Stormers cannot let them get a bonus point here. It's a huge mistake. They want to go ahead of them. So Dylan Mart's having a hell of a game. Now he's getting a little treatment on the back of his calf. Let's see. Close going in touch here, as long as he stayed in play. Carl Dixon watched this. He had his eye on the ball. He's focusing on it. Mart, he's in touch there. Yeah, he's in touch. Yep. Couldn't see that in real time, but his boot's in touch. It's not in touch there. He's still good there. But it's going to be Rochelias' ball, I'm pretty sure. And he's limping now. Joel Sclavi comes in the game. So Wardy goes out. Whistle blows on the restart. What's going on here? Got a line out for Rochelias. 10 minutes left. Stormers, don't give them another try. Getting points is great, but don't let them score another try because they'll get a bonus point. Line out successful. Over the middle it goes. There's the team captain. He runs right into a buzzsaw. Stormers stop him at the 22. Ball's kicked over the top, and it's caught by the Stormers is that Sasha? Sasha dancing. Boy, he's dangerous no matter when he gets the ball. He places the ball. Oh, come on. Side entry here. Where's the call here? Finally. Off your feet. Thank you. Tap and go. There they go. Khan takes it back down the middle. And it's Ruan Nell to the 22. Pick and go. Connor Evans, I think, inside the 22. Stormers trying to get something going here. Khan dumps it back to Ackerman, is it? Can't see who it is. Oh, Paul de Villiers. The ball gets caught. And then wing. It's going to be Marcel Tunnison at 70-55, assuming it's good. 70-55 Tunnison. Looked good to me. It was tipped, but it looked like it stayed flat. 70-55. Marcel Tunnison with the try for the Stormers. And it's going to be good. Tunnison. Yep, that's brilliant. Good dive by Tunnison. Get that across. That's what we needed. Should be an easy conversion here for Sasha. All right, Tunnison. There's the kick. Flags go up. There you go. 42-20. Well, that's better. Keep that point difference. Now, keep them off the board the rest of the way. Yeah, it worked out fine. I thought it was a flick, too. That's why I was worried about it was going to be a forward pass, but it's good. 42-21. Let me get the board updated now. Getting ready for the restart. Oh, they're going to go back and look at it? No. Okay, I thought they were going to really look at it. I can't hear what they're saying, so 42 now. This is better from the Stormers. Looks like they like PE. Restart. Stormers go high into the air, but they don't get it. And then Rochelias gets the ball. They got a knock-on advantage here. So can't live with success, Stormers. Cannot give them another try here. They'll pick a bonus point up. We don't need that. They come wide. That ball's tipped wide out the outside channels, and Stormers diving for the tackle. Can't make it. Now they're trying to get one. It's Rochelias. One-arm tackle. Brilliant work. That was Schickerling. My bad, not Nell. Tackle made there by the Stormers. Connor Evans trying to get out of the way. There's Dylan Leds. And Rochelias now just over midfield. Stormers want to get this back as quickly as possible. Nice scoop pass behind the legs. Come out on the wing. There's space out here. And there's Rochelias with a tackle at the 10-meter line. Carl Dixon blocking my view. That ball's lost by Rochelias. And it's going to be a scrum. Knock on both ways. Scrum to the Stormers. Good work there. Fantastic work by Ruan Ackerman. 73-40 in the game. Let me check in the Cheetahs game. A try by the Cheetahs, but too little, too late. So they're going to get 22 points. Jasper Cohen, does he get it? No. 45-22 is the score over there. Back to our game. Okay, so Cheetahs not getting it done today. I'm going to turn that game off. Here's a kick by Rochelias. They got a penalty there. I thought we had a knock-on, so that must have been overturned. Must have missed something there while I was checking on the Cheetahs game. Less than 6 minutes remain in this game. And next up is the Sharks. I think it's going to be brutal for the Sharks, Kings Park. It's coming up after this game, folks, in about 25 minutes. 74-30. I won't be able to bring you the man of the match conversation because they're talking through a pipe. Line out is successful. It didn't look straight to me, but they come away with it. Now my video is chopping up. Video is chopped. There you go. Now it's back. Oh, nice tackle by the Stormers. Did they win it? Oh, that great breakdown work by the Stormers. They've got a Khan to Sasha to Similani. Similani's got fresh legs on the outside. He's broiling over the 22. Did he get it off? No. Leia Lazas came running through, didn't get the ball. So ruck is formed. Khan. Sasha. Come on, folks. The wrath of Khan here. On the outside. Ball's kicked forward. Bounces up. Rochelias picks it up. Good chase by Sasha, but nothing doing. They come out to the wing. And that's Thomas Bergeron who came in the game for them. He had the ball carry. Who's got the ball? Rochelias has it. Tackle. They release. Stormers do not let another try in, whatever you do here. Penalty is one thing, but they're going to want tries. Ball is stripped by the Stormers, and it's Rowan now having a great game as well. Schickerling now with a carry. Stormers with the ball possession. Khan will kick it away. Ball is going to go inside of 22, but it bounces back into play instead of... Oh! The ball's loose. In the touch it goes. It'll be Stormers' ball. The ball bounced on the turf. Looked like the Stormers going to have a chance to do something with it. Didn't quite work out that way. Or Dylan Mart is gassed. Also a little sore there. He's gimpy. All right, we got a line out coming here. So let's get man of the match stuff up here, okay? All right, so I got some choices for this one. Man of the match. Okay. So we got to stop the action here. Line out is good. Ollie Kebbel with a big carry. Stormers threatening again. This would be great to see him get another man of the match. Okay, here we go. Oh, nice dummy by Sasha. He almost broke through. Gets down to 5 meters. They tackle him there. The ball's left on the pitch, and then the Stormers turn it over. Dang. How did that happen? A ball's lost forward by Rochelias. Say a knock on by the Stormers. Where's the knock on? Oh, come on, man. Give me a break. Two and a half minutes remain. They are Werner, but they sent a young, inexperienced squad here. So don't take too much from this victory. Take from this victory the Stormers have performed very poorly, underperformed, lots of mistakes, lots of dumb penalties. Oh, the yellow card is over. Sorry, I've had a yellow card up for a long time. Forgot about that. Okay, yellow card. That was on Nathan Fouché earlier. So it's from their 5-meter line. La Rochelle now with 1:50 left in the contest. Stormers waste opportunity to pour on some points there. They nearly had a try. Yeah, Van, they're one of the better sides, but this is a very junior, inexperienced team. 12 handling errors by the Stormers in this game. 11 by La Rochelle. Ball's in the pipe. Oh, it all goes wonky here. Whistle blows. Penalty on the Stormers for wheeling the scrum. That's not good. Letting them out of trouble there. So here's a kick to the sideline. 1:20 left in the game. Stormers just need to not make sure they don't score again. They want to keep them from a bonus point. 42-21 now, late in the game. Brock Harris up in the booth. Fareed, I don't know if Dobson is a natural successor to Rossi. That's a long way off, and I like him, but he's... Oh, that's not straight. That's not straight. My gosh, he had to reach over like this to catch the ball. Come on. That's crap. That should have been a turnover to the Stormers. And they're driving forward with the maul here. They break free from the maul, and the tackle's made at the 10-meter line. So, 30 seconds left. Stormers just need to get the ball back, put this thing in touch, and put it out in this game. So, yeah, Cobus Reinach seems to be the favorite for the man of the match. They throw that ball back inside the 22. And there's Roanell. Roanell was consideration for me for man of the match. There's a lot of great play today by these players. Yeah, Reinach really got things flowing today. Oh, they go wide in the outside channel, the opposite side of the pitch. We're over the hooter now. So there's a big, tall guy driving forward. Someone take him down at 10-meter line. Finally, it's Khalant. Does he get the ball? He's on the ground. So he has to let the ball go. There goes the hooter. We're well over the hooter, but they come to the near side. Oh, nearly in touch. Rochelias is in touch. That's a game. That's a game. He's in touch. 42-21 whistles blow, and the Stormers have a big win, and that's going to give them 9 points in the log. Rochelias will gain nothing. They'll have 5 points in the log. That's fantastic. Fantastic. Great work by the Stormers here. Dobson doesn't look too happy. Sloppy play. I can understand why he's not too happy. Who is Polivy? It's Polivy. So the Stormers are going to win this one. And we got our next game coming up in about 20 minutes. That'll be the Sharks. So we'll be back for that one, folks. This was a good one here from the results. Not necessarily. Cobus Reinach gets most of the votes. Only 19 people voted out of 120 people. What's up with that? What is up with that? Do we gain any subscribers? I lost 2 last night and gained 3 today. It's a wash. All right, so Cobus Reinach had a brilliant game. Dylan Martin had a brilliant game. I think Roanell had a brilliant game. And Paul de Villiers had a brilliant game. Yep, some really great work from these players. There's Dylan Leds out there. Yeah, good to see him. Yeah, like I said, I got a photograph with him when I was in Bordeaux. He just walked up to the party, and I'm like, I know that guy. Everybody's chatting with him. So we got a picture. Got a photo anyway. So that's going to wrap it up from Port Elizabeth, where the Stormers are going to get themselves a bonus point victory here. All right, Sharks are up next. So let me go ahead and wrap this one up, folks. Close the poll. 23 votes. Oh, it's eased up a little bit. It's not so much Cobus anymore. Thank you all for being here. Let me turn this stuff off. Final score from Port Elizabeth, 42-21. Yep, and Sharks are up next, so don't go too far away. I'll be right back with the Sharks game. in a few minutes. I don't think I set this up to rotate people from game to game. That was silly. I mean, let me do that really quickly here. So we have customization. No, we don't have a redirect to that game. Silly boy. Sharks and Saracens are coming up next. Unfortunately, I don't think the Sharks are going to do well in that one. And then we got Sharks, and then they go to the Lions after that. So let me fix that real quick. Okay, redirect to the Lions. Okay. All right, that takes care of that, and we'll be able to wrap up now. Thank you all for being here. A lot of tries in this one, a lot of sloppy play. Stormers really need to clean up their act. Final score from Port Elizabeth, 42-21. That's going to do it, folks. Thanks. We'll see you in about 17 minutes for the next game. Appreciate you being here. Be sure to hit the like button if you haven't done already. Cheers.